Hello, everybody. Killatia here. Hope you're doing well tonight. Right now, we're going to be reviewing Cartoon Fantasy. I've been needing to go over this game for a while. Part of the problem is that I kind of lost footage of this game during a lightning storm, so that's why I couldn't really get this review out in a timely manner. However, I was able to get some more footage, and I was also able to salvage my live stream recordings of Cartoon Fantasy, so hopefully that will be conveyed well and we can get the review done and over with. And I do have to say, it is a fun game. It's a fun little cute shoot 'em up. I do have one gripe, which we will get to in just 1 second. Once again, I do want to apologize for resorting to my stream archive footage of Cartoon Fantasy, but sometimes you gotta work with what you have. And that's also why we don't have any background music right now, but that'll change a bit. Anyways, I think my biggest complaint is they have a story mode, but they don't really tell a story. Now, for a game like this, you don't necessarily need a whole lot of story. There are a ton of enemies, and you gotta shoot them down. But if you're gonna have a story mode, I would expect there to at least be, some sort of subtitles so you can understand what the characters are saying, because there is no English voice acting in here. That's probably my biggest complaint about the game, but other than that, I think my other problem is the extra difficulty mode. With the extra difficulty, when you take down an enemy, there'll be extra projectile that comes out of their dead body, making it a little bit more challenging to traverse through the stage, especially if you're taking down tons and tons of different enemies at the same time. Not a big fan of this mode, but I'm sure there is at least one character here that will probably take advantage of it to her heart's content. Outside of those two complaints, I did enjoy Cartoon Fantasy. The gameplay was pretty tight in the normal difficulty. The controls are solid. The graphics are pretty good, and it runs at a pretty smooth 60 frames per second on the Switch version. By the way, it's also available on PlayStation 4 and the PC, I believe. And a pretty cool thing is many of these characters have different ways of playing. For example, Cotton plays like your standard shump ship, for like a better tone, but she can also use magic ability to really do some heavy duty damage if she wanted to. Also, background music in 3, 2, 1. Huzzah! Footage not from the live stream! Anyways, this character has a unique mechanic where you don't have like a traditional life system. You instead have like a little countdown, and every hit you take takes away time. But if you also collect crystals, you can also extend those times. Based on my playthrough with this character though, crystals don't really come that often, so if you really want to live long playing as this character, you gotta do your best not to get hit like I just did here. Cause otherwise, you're gonna die pretty quickly. And with this character, Rhea, if you manage to buzz through the enemy projectile, you'll actually gain experience to power up your attack, which is pretty useful, especially if you are playing through the extra mode, which is really all about projectiles and such. So this is definitely my favorite character in the game, but there are plenty of playable characters in the game that you can test out, and of course tons of different levels to mess around with. And of course they do have these cute little mini stages to score extra points. Not a big deal. It's a nice little change of pace. It also kind of reminds me of that one Japanese Mega Drive game, Panorama Cotton, I believe it was called. Overall, I did find Cartoon Fantasy to be a pretty solid, cute little shoot 'em up, and and I'm looking forward to play not only more of this game, but all the other entries to Cotton that have been released, because this game has been receiving a little bit of revival the past few years, and I do want to play more of the Cotton series. Cotton Fantasy can be found for about $40. I think that's a fair price for, a physical copy. But for a digital edition like I have here, I would have preferred it be, a little bit cheaper than that. But still, even at this price point, I still say give Cotton Fantasy a shot. Anyway, to the Killatia, signing off. Hope to see you next time.